how important is that for a Marketo expert to know, the ins and outs of Salesforce at a very high level? And what recommendation can you make on getting more knowledge of the Salesforce system so that you can improve your Marketo capabilities?
I think it's very important. I mean, Salesforce is not the only CRM out there. So we have a lot of Dynamics customers, and that's sort of its own little ecosystem. But Salesforce is by far the biggest CRM player. And if your organization uses it, I think it's incredibly important, not just because the two systems talk to each other and you need to be able to speak the language of sales operations and your CRM admin, but so many of the tasks that you might have or troubleshooting that you need to do is dependent upon understanding Salesforce. I was fortunate that I was a Salesforce admin, like managing my own org as well as Marketo. So I spent just as much time, if not more, inside Salesforce and actually really enjoy it. I actually really it was one of my favorite things was helping salespeople or the customer success team that use Salesforce. Like when you could do something that delivered on a feature for them and made their day, made their lives easier. That was a great feeling. They were very grateful, and it was like a great win. So I think that's a critical part of your stack. Even if you're not you're in a bigger company where you're not going to be owning both systems, you need to know it from a troubleshooting perspective. And also just eventually any complicated thing that you do besides sending email, like any operational workflow, whether it's scoring or lifecycle or routing, it's going to span both systems. So you need to know what you're doing. You need to understand the limitations, the gotchas, the object model on the Salesforce side, what automations are available over there. There's limitations in Marketo. Depending on what you want to do, they may have a need to use automations on the Salesforce side. So to have that credibility and trust, and when I can get on a call with a CRM team or a sales ops team and be able to speak their language as a consultant, that's a vital skill.